Why? Easy. Yeah. Yeah, know what I holla? Do you know what I holla? Do you know what I holla? Yeah, you know the itty bitty city.
Numchuck, you bitch. Roundhouse, you hoe. Welcome, everyone. It's the White Bronco Show.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the White Bronco Show, brought to you by Chaotic Radio. As always, get in touch with the White Bronco Show at TheWhiteBroncoShow.chaoticradio.com. And as always, you can get in touch with us, myself, Ryan at Jenga Master. We got Aaron over there at Big Happy Trees, and our host of the show, Thomas Marks at Uncle Tio's Niños.
Welcome back.
It's good to be back from the dead.
I guess your return
there
means
he is.
You are the officially the Magic Johnson of radio. Welcome.
That's true. I have been blending up money milkshakes, and I am back from HIV.
Yeah. So tell us about the absent real quick. The absence.
Well, I mean, I spent some time in the mountains this past weekend with my girlfriend. Nice little getaway with a couple other couples.
How many couples?
There were three other couples, so it made a total of 8 of us.
That could be rough.
Are you talking about the orgy or just in general?
All of it.
It was supposed to be a nice little getaway, but the first night there, we lit some fires because it was really, really cold outside. And one of us, I'm not going to say who, forgot to check if the flute was open. So, as you guys know, if you light a big fire in the house and you don't have the flute open, then the whole house fills up with smoke in like a matter of minutes. And we were drunk as shit. So
it was backdraft.
Yeah, we did. It was Kurt Russell all over again. We didn't know whether or not something was on fire or what. So we finally figured it out. 8 drunk adults.
Hey, at least it didn't smell like sex in there.
No,
a big fucking dirtball orgy.
It gets worse.
Nobody checked to make sure the flute was
open?
Wait.
No.
Well,
let's
how does it get
on.
worse?
So, whatever, the evening moves on. We open all the windows, the smoke clears out, and we continue to drink, play pool, play darts. Kind of, it's kind of like a bar scene inside this cabin. It's pretty cool. But it's so smoky that when we decide to go to bed, it's like 2 a.m. All the smoke is still kind of upstairs. We've been hanging out in the downstairs, haven't really been paying much attention, and so all of us kind of bunk up downstairs. Some girls are finding some couches. Some of us guys are sleeping on the floor. I luckily found a nice spot on the couch, and went to sleep there. So
I hope this story ends with your finger in an ass or something great, because this is a long bill. Let's hear. So what did you do?
So
better be good.
It turns out it's like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm like, all right, fuck, I'm done sleeping on the couch. I go upstairs and wake up, everything's cool, and we're having some coffee downstairs, sitting on the couch, and some girl's like, I'm drenched, and we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's like, this sofa cushion is drenched, and so is this one, and it was the exact spot that I was sleeping in.
What was the sofa made out of?
It was I don't know, it was like a fabric, some shit that's soaked in.
Generic.
Did you
confess? No, it was a brand new sofa, brand new house. No, fuck no, I didn't confess. So everyone was like sticking their face in, like, oh, what was this? Who was sleeping there? I just kept my mouth shut, but I knew everyone was
you played possum.
Yeah, everyone was sticking their face in piss and touching piss, and they were like, somebody probably just spilled, but I dodged a bullet there. So that's what I've been up to.
So everybody was putting the cushion up to their nose
from battling HIV.
That's and that's why you weren't here last week, and that's acceptable excuse. We'll take that for now. But you know what? Now that you're back, we could finally do this. We've been waiting to do this for about a week or two.
Yeah.
We have our first ever inductee Hall of Fame White Bronco Show member, and his name is Mr. Robert Durst.
Robert Durst.
First
Let's
ever.
give it up for Robert Durst, everybody.
Okay. Who is
our newest American hero?
I knew you've been up camping in Arrowhead in your sexcapade, and I knew you've kind of been out of the loop, and you don't have HBO, but he's a guy, he killed 3 people. And this is why I like him.
This is one of our
I like him because he's rich.
He's already
really
likable.
Rich. He smokes crons.
Okay.
And he chopped up a Russian guy.
A Russian guy?
Yes, and admitted to it and got away with it in Texas. Because you know what?
It's an American trifecta.
that's what you do to be patriotic in Texas. You chop up a commie.
So what do you get for being inducted into? How are we gonna get access to this guy? Is he incarcerated right now? Is he behind bars? How are we gonna reach out to him and let him know that he's a part of our Hall of Fame?
Explain it, Darren.
Well, as far as as much as I know, this guy killed his wife. He's a rich trust fund baby of real estate moguls in New York. So he never worked. He married and killed his wife and fled to Texas, where he became a crossdresser.
Yeah,
and he lived in solitude for years until he became friends with his Russian neighbor. Why is a Russian living in Texas? I don't know. I don't know
You're
any
asking
Russians.
for trouble.
Yeah.
I don't know any Russians that live in Texas, let alone ones that are going to befriend. I guess if you're a Russian,
there aren't any anymore.
If you are a Russian living in Texas, I guess you are going to befriend the cross-dressing murderer living across the hall. But he ends up murdering the Russian.
Going to court, admitting that he chopped him up. He threw him in the bay. He washed ashore, all chopped up. They never found the head though.
And then he got off, right?
Yeah, he got off, not convicted because he said it was an accident. He said that they were arguing and then the gun accidentally went off. But regardless, chopping up a Russian in my book is like that cancels out maybe murdering his wife. So maybe technically he's murdered one person. You know what I mean? You murder a Russian in America, that cancels out at least one murder. So he's killed one person technically, according to the White Bronco Show.
How did he murder his wife? Do we know that? Are these details?
Eminem style, shower curtains, same old.
Looks like okay.
End of a pier, I think. They never found her body.
Hold on. Susan Berman's body is discovered this December 23rd, 2000. Los Angeles investigators determined she was.
Oh yeah, and then his
execution
friend,
style with a single gunshot.
The third body was someone who allegedly helped him cover up his first murder, like his friend. She was killed out here in L.A. And then someone wrote like a note, like her body is here, to the LAPD, and then they went and found her body, and she was like just killed.
Can we get this guy on the show?
Yeah, no, he's gonna come on for sure. But we actually we're going live right now, guys. We have breaking news from our correspondent ABC7.
What's happening?
More fucking breaking news as the show turns to CNN.
Yeah,
I'm gone
well,
for 2
you know
weeks,
what? This is the time.
Come back and break 2 stories on the goddamn show.
This is the time where we usually do our sponsor.
We're trying to be topical.
But we know our sponsor, Fat Tuesday, cares about the community and children, and she would want this news alert to get out there. So we're going to put aside our sponsor for this breaking news alert.
She's going to be pissed.
Jerry Sandusky was just arrested on the teacup rides at Disneyland. And it's still unconfirmed whether or not he had cut holes in his sweatpant pockets.
Now, to remind everybody, Jerry Sandusky is indicted on, serial rape charges for raping several, not only Penn State potential recruits, but also Towel Boys, girls, and also
Toucan Sam, Captain Crunch.
No, not too sure about that, but sorry, Tom. Just wanted to give the listeners a little backstory in case people didn't know who Jerry Sandusky is. Like our Hall of Famer, Robert Durst, who
they'll be hanging out. Now we have a lot of female fans and listeners out there, and we're getting a lot of emails about whether or not we're accepting internships right now, and we are. So we just kind of want to let the ladies know what we're about here at the White Bronco Show. So if you are looking for an internship here, there's just like a few things we kind of want you ladies to know. So we'll answer some of your questions that you've already asked us. And
must be under 17. I mean, over 18, right? What is the cutoff?
Preferably like grad students,
graduate students, yeah.
Educated.
Right. No undergrads.
Right.
You must be a RKF.
What's that?
R. Kelly friendly.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, and that one explains itself. And you know what, ladies? We know that there's a lot of HPV going on around there, and we don't care if you have HPV. We're all guys here, so we won't catch it.
Right.
Bring it here, whether you got it or you don't. It's not a problem to us. It's all guys.
Real.
Yeah,
right,
you'll be the only woman.
Wait, if a girl told you that she had HPV, would you would still go for the raw dog?
A girl could tell me she had machete vagina lips, and I would go for the raw dog.
Oh God.
I'm pretty sure there are some consequences.
Have you seen Seven?
It just depends how big her tits are. Trust me.
You seen Seven?
Yeah.
With the strap-on knife thing?
Yeah.
So you'd go for machete clits. Oh, dude, that's rough. All right, keep going. What's next on our list for female interns?
You know, the studio gets dirty, so we're looking for a girl who's good with a broomstick, and you know which end we're talking about. Also, the studio gets dirty because we love Wiener Schnitzel, so definitely looking for girls who are non-vegetarian, who like to eat hot dogs.
You know, we're looking for girls that their idea of a good time on a Saturday afternoon is getting taken out to the middle of the ocean in a sailboat and getting pooped on their chest.
Whoa, okay. By accidentally by
personal.
a seal.
I think that's personal one there, Bendersky.
By a seal. While you're whale watching with Aaron. While we're on the subject of animals, we want interns who are comfortable with snakes on their shoulders. And not, metaphorically talking, our wieners, and literally we're talking boa constrictors. Another requirement here, ladies, if you've ever had a baby while you're incarcerated, you will definitely go to the front of the line of being our interns, because we are definitely sympathetic to prison moms. And we are definitely also involved in a project with prison moms on A&E. You can check that out. Also, we've got a lot of emails from nuns out there. Nuns has been trending a lot on Twitter, been trending a lot with the White Bronco Show. So maybe you're a nun who doesn't know where to go, and you want to pull a Whoopi Goldberg and come to us. We're here with open arms. Yeah.
Sister Act was a good trilogy.
Yeah, and we're kind of like a sister act, and we know that nuns feel like their kind of last resort is where they're at. But come to the White Bronco Show, nuns.
Anyone that's ever volunteered at a conjugal visit charity.
Definitely come in. We know the type of woman you are. We know how many teeth you have in the front of your mouth. So come on down.
We're definitely counting teeth before we give out our applications.
And most importantly, we want the type of girl who's not afraid and usually would go down to a sperm bank when she's hungry. That.
Jesus
No?
Christ.
That's okay. That's a little too far. Sorry about that one. Yeah.
Swinging.
Hungry homeless chick. Come on. Okay, we don't want any superstitious interns, okay? Like, if we need a girl to masturbate with a rabbit's foot, you're going to step up to the plate and not be Nomar Garcia Parra on us. Also, you might be a light-skinned friend who look like Michael Jackson, or a dark-skinned friend who look like Michael Jackson. Come on down. We don't discriminate down here at the White Bronco Show.
Can you lend a nigga a pencil?
And as always, guys, tonight's show is brought to you by Bosch's Clothing. You can check them out at bosch's.com. I sent them personally via email some dick pictures to put on their website. They haven't got those up yet, but they have excellent men and women's clothing, and you can find them from here all the way down to San Diego. We're going to take a break right now, and we're actually going to be taking a phone call from our producer told us that Flaquito is in prison, but he's calling in. So we're going to take a quick break, and yeah, we're going to talk to Flaquito when we get back. White Bronco Show.
The itty bitty city by the water that's steady getting taller. Vallejo, you don't understand. Why? Easy. Yeah. Yeah, holla. Do you know that I holla? Yeah. You know the itty bitty city by the water that's steady getting.
Oh yes. Welcome back to the White Bronco Show. Follow us on Twitter, White Bronco Show, at Big Happy Trees, at Jenga Master, at Uncle Tio's Ninos. Call in now, 909-989-0789. Call in. like our Facebook page, The White Bronco Show. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a caller on the line now. It looks like they're called in collect. Hello, caller?
Hey, keep it down. That's it. I told you. I'll see you in arts and crafts, okay?
Flaquito,
Me.
is that you?
Flaquito. I'm calling collect, dog.
Why are you calling collect?
Oh, because I'm in prison.
Why are you in prison?
I got locked up because these essays tried to tell me that my wife was a Native American at the swap meets, and they told me that her jewelry was fake.
Oh, my God.
And you know what happens if you talk about a man's wife, and you talk about a man's family.
That was a wrong move on their part. It sounds really rough in there, man.
I know, but you know, I get by lifting weights, reading books.
Who's running the business while you're in there?
Well, like this is what happened. Like right when I got locked up, my uncle Machete, he was released. So my uncle kind of took my spot on the outside, and I took his spot in here.
Hey, Flaquito, if we could send you a care package, is there something that you could that could possibly be of use to you?
Hey, is that the cabron who has the AIDS?
Yes, Flaquito.
He's back.
Hey, I'm sorry to hear about your AIDS, bro.
Oh, thank you, Flaquito. I appreciate that.
My primo died in the 80s.
Well, God bless your primo.
What's it like in there, Flaquito? Are you okay?
No. It's like it's not even what you think, man. Like I saw a guard giving a white boy a blowjob.
Whoa.
It's just extreme, you know what I'm saying? But like as far as violence, I'm just like I'm affiliated because of my uncle Machete. To be able to take a toothbrush and turn it into like a 14-inch machete.
Flaquito, how much does a prison guard blowjob go for in cigarettes?
I don't know. My uncle who died in my primo who died in the 80s could have told you because he took some D's in the pen. I know that for sure.
But it sounds like you're doing okay though. It doesn't sound like you're too stressed out.
You know, like it's always good to check in with you guys. You guys have kind of helped my business. You know what I mean? Helping get the word out there. And
I'm glad we could help. Listen, I had an idea. What if we started fighting other animals against your chihuahuas?
What are you thinking? Because like we used to put the shanks on parrots. You know, like you can talk to parrots, you can give them directions, but after a fight, like you can't catch a parrot with shanks. You know what I mean? So
right.
we'd have to cap them. We'd have to cap both the parrots.
So they would only be good for one fight. They would only be good for one fight. That's not cost effective.
And that's why we didn't do it. But hey, well, this guy, my celly, he told me that like one time he was in juvie, and it was like a co-ed juvie. There was guys and girls, and he was bunked with this girl who like grew up like loving the movie Beauty and the Beast in her foster homes and shit. And one night she snuck out of her bunk and she went in and she fucked a German Shepherd.
Really?
Yeah, she fucked a German Shepherd, bro. The police dog.
That's disturbing.
I was like, no. And we were drinking Bruno.
Flaquito, do you have any idea when you might be getting out?
About me getting out, since I've come in, I've got some more tasks, and once you go in, you never come out the same. So my gang has given me a new name.
What's your new name, Flaquito?
Upon release, my new name is gonna be Jeeper.
Why do they call you Jeeper, Flaquito?
Because like they ask me like, what do you do on the outside? And I tell them, and they say like, damn, you're a creeper. And then I also like love Jeeps. So they call me Jeepers.
That makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah, so Jeepers and Sprinkles is still an undefeated Chihuahua. She's 14-0 now. She has one eye, and she's still winning fights, and she's still representing my family, making my family proud. and making the business of Chihuahua dog fighting proud.
Who is looking after Sprinkles in your absence?
My
Jeeper?
Uncle Machete. I told you, my Uncle Machete. It's almost like trading places with Eddie Murphy's. You know what I'm saying? I took his spot in here, and he took my spot out there. Hey, shut up, bro. I told you I see you in arts and crafts.
Hey, listen, Jeeper, since Sprinkles is doing so well, 14-0, I imagine that there's like a next level that you send her to. You know, like if she's doing so well on the local circuit, is there a national stage or an international stage that she can fight on next?
Yes, and being in a federal penitentiary, I've met a lot of people, and I've learned about the animal fighting like Olympic. And I want Chihuahua dog fighting to be there and be part of this and be part of the world's biggest stage of animal fighting. And it takes place on the coast of Somalia, and it's this giant arena, and they fight everything there. They fight anacondas versus polar bears. They fight lions versus brown bears. They fight fucking a giraffe versus everything, bro. They fight.
That sounds amazing.
Everything, and I want Chihuahua dog fighting to make its way there.
That sounds amazing, Flaquito.
To make my family proud, to make North America and Mexico proud, and to make Chihuahuas proud.
Well, listen, Flaquito, it's always good to hear from you. We're gonna have to go now. Take care of yourself in there. Call in, check in with us, and when you get out, we're gonna have to get you in the studio.
I would be honored to come in the studio, bro.
We'll see you soon, Flaquito.
Maybe I'll come in and I'll give you little hombres from Tattoo live on the air and shit.
Stay up, Flaquito.
That would be great. That would be great. See you, Flaquito.
All right, hombres.
You know, he sounds okay. He sounds all right for being in prison. He doesn't sound frazzled at all.
I would bet that we'll probably never see Flaquito again.
Jeeper.
The collect call was brought to you by Tea Tree Shampoo. Tea Tree Shampoo. It's like taking a breath mint for your body. It's like your hair just did an eighth of cocaine.
And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, we got into a strip club story last episode with Mr. Bendersky. And this show, has a time limit. And we can always get back to shit. So I want to get back to the strip club story because I hear there's a good ending. And I heard that from the stripper.
It's a traumatic ending. Well, I was in the VIP room.
Give everybody a brief synopsis of what happened. Come on.
He's got a hard dick bulging to the side of his leg. He's in a VIP room with a stripper.
Okay.
I went to a VIP room. I've never been to this place before, and they, as they do, like to convince you to get up there. I get up there, and it's like a booth. So if you think of a diner booth that you would sit at a diner, like upholstered like that, except it's flat, and you get to lay flat on it, and they straddle you and give you a lap dance like that, and it's pretty whack. There's a security guard standing right next to you.
Okay, one man's trash is another man's treasure. I've jizzed my pants there multiple times, and I know you're talking about the Spearmint Rhino on Foothill. Keep going.
So I'm not into it at all, and she can tell that I'm not into it, and it's like, and there's like a strobe light going off, and she has, she's a beautiful girl. But she had the type of implants that were kind of shifting around, and like they kind of had shifted and gotten stuck in a certain angle that wasn't natural.
Jesus.
You know when that happened?
Yeah, cockeyed.
So it happened, and I'm seeing it as the strobe light is going off. So like only every like other second, I can't really tell what's going on, or if like she's playing a trick on me, or like, because she's acting completely natural, but that is not natural. So I'm not having a great time, and she's like, "Oh, what do you want me to do?" Because she could tell I'm not into it, and I'm like, I don't know, like whatever. I'm like, do what you like to do, 'cause at least you'll be into it, whatever.
You never give a stripper a green light.
She takes both of her hands, wraps them around my throat, and starts choking me. Gets in real close, like, now we're serious, motherfucker, and goes, "This is what I'm into," and is squeezing the shit out of my neck.
Jesus.
I instantly realized that I'm not into this sort of BDSM at all. And it was horrible. It was horrible. And then it was the worst time. And upon leaving, you had to pay after at the cash register at this place. It was really weird. And the girl was chastising me for not giving her a big enough tip. And I'm like, you have no idea, woman. You don't know what it's like being me.
You got choked out your first time at a strip club? I think that's successful.
You know?
Hey, we'll be back next week. We have our first guest on the White Bronco Show, Stoner Rob. So get ready for that one. We're gonna have him in studio. And you know what Stoner Rob's about. When he comes, he brings the jokes and the crons. So
can't wait for that.
It'll be a delicious episode. Call in next week. White Bronco Show.
Shop at Pipe King Upland, Pipe King Chino. All your pipes, all your water pipes, dab rigs, accessories, anything that you want. They have pipes that you usually get for $30 for $8. Pipe King Chino, Pipe King Upland.
Check it out, though. Sipping martini.